Could you think of any people who have been, I'd say, influential at different stages of your life?
Just generally?
Just generally.
My mum is someone who she shaped the feminists in myself, and I don't know, my sister would probably maybe would feel the same as well. Not intentionally, she's like, I would sort of say an accidental feminist, but she is someone who wanted her girls to be independent and strong, and we would be under physical attack, like our house, or and she had a whole array of domestic items that had been turned into weapons to defend us, and she was fierce. She was fierce and fierce. She's 4'11", this tiny Punjabi woman, but she was fierce. So watching her strength and made me feel like, you know, there's a fight, and we can't just hide away from it, and so she's inspirational in that way. And then I don't know, there's been colleagues along the way, friends along the way who have... There was a friend who just passed away now, Jill. She was a neighbour who, down when I used to live in East London, and she gave me a strong sense of the local community and how a group of strangers really, just because we all live in close proximity, can create a community and you know, kind of be there for each other, really. And that's something that I really have valued and realised that can be in a neighbourhood, or it can be in a workspace, or in other spaces, or we can so I'm always looking to create community networks that we can then collaborate on and do things, whatever that thing might be. So South Asian Heritage Month at Durham, formulating networks and relationships to make so that is marked every year. And yeah, so there's my sister is incredible. She's like a powerhouse. And
is this older,
younger,
right? Okay.
2.5 years younger, Seema. So and she's an anti-racist, but she seems like she's fearless. She's very, very much like my mum. So together, or growing up, there were things that would happen, and the two of us would just hold each other and carry each other. So so that relationship was important, but also that inspiration of, we're all like grafters, we work hard. And we kind of not very good at just relaxing. We have to be busy and doing things, always doing things. Yeah,
that's good. So, but it sounds like collaborative praxis has just been something that you've been constantly doing throughout your life, right? That's really nice. Okay, well, when it comes to like influential, hopefully your family listens to this, because then they'll get some good points from them. But what about some challenging moments for you as a scholar and maybe as a mother? How did you navigate them?
I mean, as a scholar, it's that word sort of feels odd. It doesn't seem to sit with how I see myself, but I don't know whether that's just because I started my kind of work career as a school teacher. I used to be a history teacher. Kind of a part of you still always feels like you're a teacher. But I enjoy engaging with scholarship and reading all the time.
But what would you consider yourself then? Like, how would you identify yourself as
I don't know.
You know, there's like terms like scholar, activist, or educator. Okay, educator. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think it can be challenging that if you're... I mean, I'm a senior lecturer, so arguably I should feel quite comfortable in university spaces, but I still feel there's often things I don't understand, there's systems I don't understand, or just ways of being that kind of feel I can find that challenging to
Why do
you know, it's not as straightforward as you study and then you get a qualification. There's all the other stuff, isn't it, around it, conferences and presenting and sort of realizing increasingly this matters. And
Yes.
so, but then again, there's been people along the way who have helped, and I try and help others as well. Who, again, it's community creating. So you know, you've been so helpful, haven't you? With I come to you and say, I'm doing this ethics form. What can you help? And you're like, bang, straight back, right there you go. And yeah, and we've got our little group of resilient thrivers, haven't we? And there's so through that little network, we all answer each other's questions or offer support or take a look at a piece of work. And so it is challenging, but there's support there. People are generous with their time, and kind of gives you a feeling of a sense of the beauty and the hope that we have.
Right. So it's back to that collaborative ethos that kind of gives you that. All right, energy to go. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that, your background with us.